Hi there. Hope you're well. Just sitting outside in my backyard, and it's the weekend. It's summer, it's sunny, temperature is just perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. I came outside because I was looking at the squirrel. I hope you've noticed it by now. It's so busy playing, eating its nuts. I don't know what it's eating. Animals just love to play, right? They have no purpose, nothing to do, just chilling, jumping around, playing around. So joyful to see them. Even the birds that sing. They're probably doing something important, calling out a song to their potential mate and trying to attract their mate. It's also playful. I don't think they get anxious the way we do. I'm glad I can have a little bit of space and time to be able to observe all of this and to be able to appreciate it, not just go do my next thing, watch another YouTube video, watch some show on Netflix, scroll some social media. That I can give myself and you can give yourself this time to just be out observing the animals, hear the birds, watch the leaves slowly move with the gentle, slow wind. The motor for the cooler just turned down in the background, and probably it's pretty loud. But it's okay, it's all part of the moment. I hope you can take it all in. Observe all of the little sounds, just like I'm doing right now. Just live the moment, just for now. No lofty goals of meditating or attaining some state or resolving our long-standing issues. Just enjoying the moment of awareness, however long or short that might be. I have no idea how long I'm going to be recording this for. And maybe in this moment you don't have any idea of how long of it you're going to watch or listen. And that's okay. 2 minutes is fine. Half an hour is fine. A whole night is fine. We work so hard. We're constantly on the treadmill, doing things, achieving things, getting to places, pursuing goals, attaining goals. Well, so that ultimately we can enjoy getting back to rest. So I hope that there is no guilt and no disappointment with just spending a little time doing that resting that we've wanted to do all this while, for which we work so hard. I mean, look at the squirrels. I wonder what they do in the winter, but in summer they have the time of their life. I'm not sure if you can see them. I'm seeing them play right now, chasing each other, chasing birds, finding things to eat, playing with a paper napkin. Probably if we humans did something like that, somebody would come and say, "Hey, do you have nothing better to do?" Why is it necessary to always have something better to do? Isn't it exhausting to always have something to do? I think so. I also have this need to be super productive all the time, get things done, whether it's work stuff or working on my videos or working on my own self-improvement and or just catching up on sleep or exercise or catching up with friends, replying to messages, checking the news. There's no end. It's the treadmill. We're always afraid of falling off the treadmill. I think maybe some of you can relate to that. And I'm constantly telling myself, don't fall off the treadmill. Don't lose momentum. Don't waste time. And you know what? That's okay as well. It's okay to be super productive. It's making the full use of our abilities as a human, our abilities to move, to make action, to think, to express, to put all of our creative and analytical forces together and make things happen. Collectively, we've made so much happen. We've been able to inhabit places that no other species has been able to live in before. We've been able to make an environment for 7 billion of us to live and thrive. We've done a lot and we continue to. We keep innovating, we keep setting lofty challenges for ourselves and achieving them, and take up stress and work on relieving the stress, and then take up more stress. And that's okay. That's totally cool. And there's no shame in overworking. There is no shame in burning ourselves to the ground, burning out. Well, we only burn out if we really push ourselves to the limit. And therein, we're really pushing the limits of our bodies, of our gifts. The gifts of being a human, of having this marvelous body, able to do so many things, able to reach so many places, to experience emotions, to experience different experiences, to be able to remember things the next day and continue to work on the goals in a long-term way, to plan, to dream, to execute, to persist, to achieve. There is no shame in subscribing to the rat race or to any pursuit of excellence or climbing the ladder of success or the corporate ladder or any ladder we choose to. And there is no wrong or right that one mustn't work too hard, and neither that one mustn't do anything at all. It's a free world, and we choose what we do, and the best thing we can do for ourselves is to be in accordance with what we do. If we're stretching ourselves every day, every hour, that's cool, so long as that's what we want to do, so long as we look after ourselves in the process, so long as we are in full awareness that this is what we're doing, that this matters. And if we are in the middle of a small or long break, a vacation, a sabbatical, seemingly doing nothing, well, I hope you feel okay to do that as well. And I hope that there is nobody that can tell you otherwise. If that's what feels like the right thing to do, well, then you're in alignment with what matters to you, and what can be better than that? One can be present, aware, in the moment, alive, doing whatever, doing anything, even in the middle of an argument, even in the middle of a depressive episode or a panic attack, even in the middle of stressing about a deadline, in the middle of debt, in the middle of a health crisis, or something that happens to a loved one. Some of them can be really hard to brave, really hard, because we're so invested into it, because it matters so much. But we can still experience presence through all of that. Experience presence through doing what we do every morning. The morning routine, maybe checking your phone, maybe brushing your teeth or making a cup of tea, checking your email, or logging into work. Sometimes you're in the middle of scrolling your social media and suddenly there is a moment of awareness. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's experienced this. Having this moment of awareness and observing yourself looking into this piece of plastic in your hands, this little piece of thing, and suddenly snapping out of it and wondering what this is all about, how we can get lost into this virtual world of the things we make up to be important. They're all personal choices. They're all values that we assign. There isn't an absolute. No matter how much the government or the society or our families would like us to believe that this is the right way to be, or this is important, or you must do this, it's all relative and completely personal. I'm glad I'm able to see things this way and be able to share it in the moment, be able to convert my consciousness into thoughts into words, spoken words, and hopefully upload this on YouTube and hopefully reach a few people. And maybe while listening to this, you're smiling just like I'm smiling while saying this right now. Just moments of awareness, moments of presence. I just want to take this moment to remind you that things are good, you know. You might be stuck in the middle of something, maybe a family situation, maybe a work situation, maybe a relationship situation, maybe your struggle with yourself. We're all struggling at any given point. I am as well. But yeah, I just want to take this moment to remind you that it's all good. You're doing good. The show is going well. You know, a little break, a little interval from living, from adulting, from being all serious and being stuck in the roles that we've determined for ourselves and the world has determined for us, and just releasing that role for a moment and connecting with who we really are, and just feeling assured that it's all good. I am good. This is good. And that it's all really okay. Whatever doesn't seem to be okay right now is all part of this big game. But ultimately, I'm okay. Everything is okay. I hope you don't feel this as a consolation. I hope that you hear this as the voice of your inner self, your higher self, that is always with you and is always on your side and is watching you play this super important role and be super serious and to all of these things so diligently and get so involved in living and adulting and doing all these important missions and just experiencing all of that happening and being by your side the whole time. And this is that voice reminding you that whether or not it works out, whether or not you succeed, whether or not you achieve those things that you really want to, whether things happen or whether things fall apart, the things that we're not sure of, the things that we don't know how it's going to be tomorrow. Well, it's all part of the game. It's all okay. It's all good. It's all good. In this moment, I feel like giving you a big hug. It's almost like I want to hug the phone right now that I'm using to record this, but that would really mess up the recording. I hope you feel loved and hugged and valued and reassured. I hope you can take a moment to hug yourself. Really, just for like 2 seconds. On behalf of this universe that cares for you, this higher self that is always there, looking at you, smiling at you, marveling at you, cheering for you, enjoying all of those things that you're doing, your highs and lows, your triumphs and your failings and miseries and and that higher self, the real you, has so much compassion for you and so much on your side, rooting for you all the way and reminding you that you're doing amazing. And I'm just trying to take up that role for a moment on behalf of that higher self that's always talking to you. Maybe not in words, but I'm saying it in words. And I hope you can remember that. And I hope you can access this state of presence and reassurance of how worthy you are whenever you need it. And whenever you want to take a moment to chill and really not bother about whether you're going to make it or whether it's going to work out. It's all good. It's all good. Take care, my friend. I love you.